Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly outlook. So this is basically a review of the market, how it played out, and comparing our analysis a week before. So essentially the analysis was done based on where the start of the arrows are, as you can see. So starting off with GBPUSD, obviously we're coming into a period of time where there is holidays taking place, so not many people are involved here. So there was no real trading opportunities in a sense. Hope you can obviously understand that with the December month, with a lot of people taking their holidays, including the banks. So they are the major key players in the forex market. So hopefully you can understand that. So this is part of the reason why this period of time is choppy and less volatility and less trading opportunities, I guess. But it's still good to evaluate what it's like to trade over the Christmas periods, just for future references. So for the sake of my own benefit and for others, just want to see what it looks like trading over Christmas time, etc. So yeah, so beginning with GBPUSD, we said that we wanted to test this yellow zone here, see what we can make of it. Now we had to possible a short here, but that fell through, and we pushed towards the upside with that huge push from the GBP strength. So we're coming into some different territory now, and then different outlook for next week. Obviously, we'll discuss that in the weekly analysis video. Euro USD, unfortunately, we didn't manage to get into this play, etc. Just purely based on a possible short here, but which got taken out straight away during the Asian session. With that close, we had that huge push upside with euro strengthening. So unfortunately, we missed that trade. USDJPY, not much really here apart from a lot of sideways movement. I think this is probably the most evident explanation or typical trading that occurs over December period. Like, this is what I would expect, and obviously we can see this actually happened. So it's in particularly over Christmas and Boxing Day and Christmas Eve, sorry, there was a lot of sideways movement, and then until the back end of the week, we started to see a bit of move coming into play. So we had that huge push to the upside, the rejection of this reversal here, but until the late night Asian session before we started to descend downwards. But like I said, there was no real move here. The only main move that we found in Christmas time was gold. Unexpectedly, but if you did take this huge push to the upside, I did mention that I did get into gold purely based off of the huge impulse move, and in regards to the time frame and the time period that we're in, where there's no volatility, less volume here. I was just going to risk it, so we did push on from this, capturing just about 200 pips with that one. Obviously, I posted it on my social media, my Instagram, if you want to check that out. But yeah, we stopped all the way up to our reversal zone, so a lot of people were collecting their profits, etc. So in terms of that move, there was a potential there. Coming into cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, a huge rejection from this point that we was talking about. So we found a double top in confluence with our weekly level 7531, and we descended slowly downwards to the downside, also bouncing in between our EMAs. If we look into the RSI, we're slowly resetting, so we could potentially find that we are on our way to hopefully push up from our bullish momentum that we look at typically at the end of this year. Ripple, on the other hand, still descending sideways, no real move here. RSI slightly oversold, but nothing too obvious there, nothing that we missed out. So it's all good to play for right now. Still probably a good time to buy. But yeah, that will be all for this week. Obviously, you can understand there was 3 holidays in this week, so I would expect that there wouldn't have been so much of movement in terms of this week. In regards to next week, we have obviously the New Year, New Year's Eve, so I do believe that it will be slow, and I think that the pace of trading will pick up not next week but the week after. So after that, I do believe it will be back into full swing. So I would suggest using this time appropriately. If you're really passionate about trading like I am, I probably would suggest using the time that we do have. I know it's a short amount of period, and obviously your own time as well. But to build up on, work on further on your craft, obviously 2 weeks is a lot of time that can change your trading for the whole year. So if you look at it like that, that is obviously worth every hour, minute that you do have. So hopefully you use your time well. And like I said, this channel is dedicated to showing you this strategy in all its depth and detail as much as it can. If you do have any questions, just obviously message me anywhere on the social media platforms. But yeah, hopefully you are starting to get the gist of the strategy. It's also good to kind of go through with us what we're thinking and what we're looking into in the markets, as well as an extra confidence. As I do remember when I first started trading, um, it did take me a while, and just to build that confidence when you're at that level of your own independence and confidence with trading, that's when you start to flourish. So hopefully you'll get to that stage. Obviously it takes your own learning curve, etc., to work out and what's comfortable for yourself, but nonetheless these forex videos are there for you. So if you want to be a part of this documentary that we're doing on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, give it a like, and that will be all. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next week.